Good morning, everybody. Hope your weekend was good. Whew, I had a busy Sunday, busier than I thought I was going to have. I went over to watch the last Cavs game with my grandmother and my dad and my dog. Um, and then we went for a walk since it was 77 degrees outside. Then we went over to Walmart and I had to get a couple things. And then, right as I got back, sat down at about 6 o'clock. And around 6:10, 6:11, a couple of the guys from my softball team texted me asking if I wanted to go to a basketball open gym at 7. So I had about 20 minutes to sit until I had to get ready and go to that. But it's been a fun day. I'm a little sore because I haven't played basketball in over a year. So, yes, I am sore. My feet hurt, my arm hurts, my leg hurts. Unfortunately, the one guy that I graduated with, he's correct in saying that, like we're almost 30. And I'm just thinking, it's only 2 years and 2 months away for me. Literally today, 2 years and 2 months exactly. So, got to start taking better care of myself. I know as you get older, I'm not saying 30 is old, but as your body gets older, you have to do different things to maintain it. So I just got to start adjusting to that. And this is one of them. I got my little protein shake. Actually, they're left over. My grandmother had them, and she didn't want them anymore, so I got a bunch of them just from her. Anyway, enough about that. I wanted to. Oh boy, what was it? I thought about what I was going to say, and then I forgot. So we have a question for today, but I want to kind of talk about this more than just the question. So my question is what is your opinion of horror movies, scary movies, Halloween type thing, and not just the kid friendly ones, like when you get to be an adult, do you enjoy watching horror movies? And me, I do. I it's probably one of my, I wouldn't say a guilty pleasure like genre that I like watching, but I do like watching them every once in a while. And if you can find a good horror movie, I really like to watch it for some reason. I don't know if it's just that I was well, all right. So I think this is what I was going to talk about first. So a little bit of backstory. My fears are not of things that you would typically be afraid of. Like I don't get afraid of heights. I get a little dizzy when I look down a great height, but I'm not scared of heights really. But anyway, when I was younger, I remember being exposed to like scary stuff, and it was dealt with by pretty much just saying, "Go in your room, nothing's real, get over it." And for the longest time, I was so freaked out as a kid, worried about things coming after me in the middle of the night. I would literally sleep in the middle of summer with blankets up to my neck, and then I would put my pillow over my head so I wouldn't even be visible because I thought something was going to come in the middle of the night and see me and try to get me. So that was my defense mechanism for that. But what my point is that I got over fears, and now as an adult, I don't know if that helps me enjoy a scary movie more, or if I'm just so used to it, or if I kind of like chase that, feeling of liking being afraid, because then once I realized that all the things that made me afraid when I was younger, now, I'm not scared of them anymore because there's nothing to be scared of, obviously. So I feel like if you expose yourself to greater fears all the time and you can overcome them, it will just leave you better off as a person because then you're no longer scared of, more and more stuff the more you do it. So anyway, that's my opinion. But my other question is, do you think that they're right? I mean, do you even think it's right to watch a scary movie? Talk about like PG-13 R-rated movies where they really show a lot of the, people dying. Obviously, they're scary movies. And obviously it's fake. I wouldn't be comfortable watching a real movie, like scary movie about, like people actually dying. And I don't think anybody would ever try to make that okay. So what is your opinion on that? Because me, as long as it doesn't influence people to do these things, I don't see any harm in scary movies, to get that kind of like adrenaline rush going. But I might be wrong. if you have any experience with talking to somebody about this, and there's something in the Bible that would maybe warn against the scary movie, um, let me know, because I honestly want to hear everybody's opinion about this. And I don't know, I just kind of like the frightening aspect of things, like not knowing what's going to happen, and not that I look forward to seeing people die or seeing all the gore in the R-rated movies and mature rated movies and stuff like that. But there's just something about scary movies that I've always kind of liked watching as I've gotten older. Just kind of been my like genre. But I don't consider myself like, what do they say, an enthusiast, where I have, I don't really have too many scary movie things on my wall. I think I have like that one. I think that's a Scream poster, but it's only because I got it for free when I went to go see one of the Scream movies that has come out recently. But like nothing else in my room, I'm not like, my room's not like some dungeon where I'm, plotting different ways on how to like create scary stuff and like situations like that. But anyway, so that's my question for today. It's just, what is your opinion about horror movies overall? Good, bad. Let me know what you guys think. Um, I already have my question for tomorrow. It's not the same, but it kind of is asked the same way. So we'll get to that tomorrow. But let's do our reading. The way I kind of wanted to slow down today with my intro. And I'm sorry it's already almost 7 minutes, but I just wanted to kind of talk about that because I feel like a lot of people see scary movies and they're like, no, that's just not, a Christian person shouldn't watch and enjoy those. And I just want to get like a conversation about that because who knows? I don't think it's wrong if it doesn't lead you to do anything against what the Bible says. Don't let it lead you to sin. But if you enjoy, scary movies, then it's just interesting. But we do have a short chapter today. There's only 5 verses. It's the Altar of Incense. So we're finishing Exodus chapter 37. So that's why I wanted to kind of take some time and go over that question in depth, because we have a few days in a row now where the readings are going to be a little bit shorter than they have been, especially not tomorrow's, but the day after, so Wednesday mornings. I believe, if I'm looking at it correctly, it's one verse. One single verse. So that'll be a really short video. Maybe I'll save my other question for that one. Maybe I'll do that, unless I can think of another question for that. But going back to today's reading, it's the Altar of Incense, verses 25 through 29. They made the altar of incense out of acacia wood. It was square, a cubit long, and a cubit wide, and 2 cubits high, its horns of one piece with it. They overlaid the top and all the sides and the horns with pure gold, and made a gold molding around it. They made 2 gold rings below the molding, 2 on each of the opposite sides, to hold the poles used to carry it. They made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. They also made the sacred anointing oil and the pure fragrant incense, the work of a perfumer. So we made the altar of incense. Acacia wood, gold, horns, cubits, lengths, measurements. We're getting the idea of everything being built. The last thing I want to say before I leave you guys is I did find a way, and this was probably an option from the beginning, so I apologize. If you are watching this on Facebook, the problem I've been having is that when I go to schedule my videos, I record at night. So right now it's 10 after 11, and this is actually early for me when I record. I don't like uploading this late because I don't want you guys to be up watching these, especially since I know at least one of my students is subscribed to the YouTube channel that I do. So I don't want to give them another reason to stay up even later. So I want to schedule them in advance as often as I can, which is usually every day. And the problem I ran into with Facebook is that their software, for some reason, was not letting me upload a video when I was going to schedule it for days in advance. But I found out that you can actually just upload the video right away, which I knew, I just forgot about it. So I should say I rediscovered that you can do that, remembered about it. So the Facebook videos, unfortunately, will be posted late because I don't have time to post them in the morning before I go leave for work. So if you're watching them on Facebook, you guys will be getting your videos late at night, but they will be there in the morning if you guys want to watch them and wake up and watch them then. But if you do end up staying up late, or if I get one uploaded earlier on a day, then congratulations, Facebook. You officially have the priority upload because I have to do it immediately. I can't schedule it for the next day, 7 a.m., like I do for YouTube. If you're on YouTube, nothing's going to change. Everything will be uploaded 7 a.m. because their software has been working flawlessly for me. So thank you, YouTube, for that. Facebook, fix it, please, because I do like uploading ahead of time instead of just putting it on right away. Yeah, if anybody has any contacts at Facebook, call them or give me the number. I'll call them. But that's going to finish it off for today. I can't believe I spent over 10 and a half minutes talking and it's only 5 verses long. But hey, hope you guys are still enjoying them. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow morning.